Greetings and welcome to the stream. Playing Resistance 2 for the PlayStation 3. Carrying on from where we left off. On the mission Holler Tower, Iceland. Yeah, so... I guess the... So the stream, randomly lags out, I guess, or like I gotta check a setting that makes, depending on what game is being played, and probably there's too much in the map that causes the game to make it makes the stream, I guess, lag out a bit more than it should. I could be wrong here though. Give it a moment, I'm checking the settings. Okay, here we go.
Recon discovered a hidden Chimera construction yard. They think the Chimera are using it to develop an advanced stalker prototype. Objective is to destroy the prototype. Take out the hostiles. The entrance to the construction yard is blocked off by plasma fields. Look for a generator in the area. If you can overload it, short circuit the fields. Bays are opening. Search for power cores and overload the generator.
Yeah, they really got creative with how they designed the maps in these areas. Because 8 players running through this entire map is just gonna, yeah, they're gonna go all over the place. character design for a lot of the Chimera here are probably going to look different when I look at when we finally look at the intel. All the artwork for the characters and the Chimera are in the intel. Good move, good move. There we go. Yeah, I love it.
Plasma fields are down. Move up the ramp and destroy the soldier. There's the sector.
So the audio kind of sounds like it sounds like it's a bit off, but that's usually how it is sometimes in the game itself. Sometimes the sound is on point, and sometimes it sounds off point.
The barracks and assassinate the overseers. Eliminate the perimeter guards and activate the 2 harmonic switches. That should give you access to the inner barracks.
I just went in the circle.
The barracks doors are opening. Good work.
Here we go.
Advance inside.
Okay, let's see. All right. Hell yeah. Yeah, there we go. Man, it's amazing how creative they got with this game. So I'm going to guess that somehow when you activate the berserker for the soldier, when he activates when the shield gets activated and it deflects the attacks from the enemies and returns them to the chimera. I guess the same thing. I guess it counts for the chameleon too, because it was right there in front of me, and it just literally it literally got a game over as soon as it hit me.
Two teleporters just activated inside the barracks. Enemy reinforcements are closing in on you. There are 2 harmonic switches in the barracks, one next to each teleporter. Activate them to lower the plasma fields protecting the command quarters.
Okay, one of them just one of them threw a hedgehog and it literally destroyed themselves. Watch how the berserker gets activated and it starts throwing all the. It starts throwing everything right back at them. I love it. Hell yeah.
The plasma fields are down. Advance to the command quarters and assassinate the overseers.
The design for the weapons are just, I love it. It's just perfect. And it's really nothing but Chimera. Pretty much a Chimera's version of like weapons right here. Here we go.
The overseers have barricaded themselves behind plasma fields. Get your force barricades up while we scan the area for the power.
Look at three steel heads, Primarchs. And literally as soon as you enter this room, you're already getting hit with damn near every round. Man, that's insane. Screen just gets cut. It's just nothing but like literally gets. Literally, the steelhead literally gets, like, the whole body type just literally turns red. Yeah, the whole, like, it went from looking normal to now being covered in red.
Eliminated. Job well done, Spectre. You just wiped out the highest-ranking command units in Iceland. The Chimera use this hangar to dock and refuel their fighters. Your objective is to eliminate the hangar defenses and sabotage the fighters. If you're successful, we'll have air superiority around the Iceland Tower. The fighters are docked in refueling bays. You need to locate the hangar's control station and retract the bay doors for each fighter. Use a resonance switch to retract the refueling bay doors. retracting on the first fighter. Move in and sabotage it while it's exposed. Watch out, Spectre. Enemy reinforcements. Hit the ignition switch on the back of the fighter. Activating it while the ship is out of fuel. Overheat the engine. Activate the engine.
The designs for the almost everything the Chimera make is just amazing. It's like completely unique in every way.
Engines are overheated. Enemy fighter destroyed. Use the hangar control station to lower the refueling bay on the next fighter. Refueling bay is retracting. Move in and destroy the fighter.
And there should be another one. Hell yeah.
Refueling bay retracting on the last fighter. Get in and take her down.
Let's do this. Just nothing but Ravengers, man. Look at this. Just nothing but Ravengers. Man, that's insane. Look at that. Man, that's crazy. And here we go. Hell yeah. Yeah, I love the Resistance. I love the Resistance series. Everything about it is just perfect, like amazing, and just man, I love the Chimera. Just like almost everything about them just says it is completely unique and like shocking in everywhere. I love it.
Good work, Sector. We have new priority targets. There are multiple Titan Primarchs in the area.
So we got 3 Titans. He just barely missed. Okay, there's two more, but not sure where they're at. There you are. They're right here. Wow. It's all the way up there. Oh, the great tech is all the way up there. Okay. It happens. One Titan left. The ragdoll, the way they ragdoll in the game is amazing. And let's do this.
Reactor is destroyed. Great work, Spectre.
I love Resistance too. I love the Resistance series, man. Such good memories playing the multiplayer, cooperative, and competitive, and the single player. Just everything about it is just perfect. And all the cooperative missions or levels are now complete. So if I were to say out of all these missions or levels, Ori, California, and Bryce Canyon have to be the trickiest ones to get by because, let's see. So in Ori, California, pretty much like the entire, almost every mission is gonna have nothing but, as soon as you start the mission, you're gonna be surrounded by Chimera. Whereas in Bryce Canyon, the only missions that are like really tricky is the ones that where you have to save survivors, because you need to be a medic in order to get by those missions in the level. But other than that, playing every mission, or I mean every level on Superhuman, it makes it that much more difficult. But I love it. It takes time, but eventually you find like a rhythm to get by the level. Alright, so now I'm gonna look at the intel. So in order for me to look at the intel, I think I either have to be in single player or cooperative. But either way, I'm a loaded level. And let's see, I'm gonna decide which one though. Just decide on which one to just randomly play and just look at the intel. I'll put on Superhuman. Pretty much I'm just gonna look at the I really love the wallpaper, by the way. Just gonna look at the intel that you acquire throughout every mission and every level in the game. Okay, there it is. The HE-44 Magnum. The designs for the weapons are just amazing in this game. That's what makes the game that much more fun to play. The M5A2 Folsom Carbine. But yeah, then when the Chimera weapons are being displayed, that's when it really, you can tell the difference in how each weapon looks from human to Chimera. The Bullseye Mark II. The XR-13 Belloc semi-automatic. Pretty much a grenade launcher. So the New York State was the first gray territory. And this is the weapon they used to stop the spinner infestation, I think it was. Yeah, it is. Okay. The L-23-4I. The L210 Lark. So that's what they're called, shredders. Oh, the Auger Mark II. The weapons for the Chimera are just perfect for the Chimera. Man, that's incredible. The description for the weapons is just incredible. Oh, the MP-47 pulse cannon. The weapon to use against the Kraken. And the Swarm. Also, the MP-47 pulse cannon, originally designed by Dr. Howard Nash of Station Genesis. The weapon was engineered as a means of splitting rock with powerful beams of ion energy. During its first live trial, a miscalculation on Nash's part caused a massive blast that injured 36 military contractors. The cannon was repurposed as an offensive weapon and greenlit for active use in 1953. That miscalculation still managed to impress still impressed I guess you could say the contractors into giving the green light for the weapon. This the pretty much the story for these weapons is just it's like they're used. Some of the weapons are used for spinner infestations, and then the pulse cannon is powerful to the point where like anybody around it might can get hit with the Rossmore 238. Hell yeah, using this weapon against the Grims is just nothing but fun. V7 Splicer. Like it's a very unique weapon, but it's very very unsafe. In October 1951, Serpa engineers at Fort McCab began tweaking the portable saws used in conversion centers' rescue operations to fire blades at high velocity. After a highly destructive competition resulting in the loss of an army jeep, General Murray refrained from court-martialing the participants and put them to work on a military application for the tool. 9 months later, the splicer received a green light for active use. The weapon itself, when you think about it in the game, when Nathan Hale's using it, the blades are flying all over the place, and unless there's some type of a mod in the tool that makes sure that it doesn't hit anybody, it's gonna all those blades fly all over the place. So I can see it hitting even the person using the splicer. When you think about it, it's a very dangerous weapon to use. And the marksman. I think the marksman is the Chimera sniper rifle. It should be the weapon you use for the special ops in the cooperative campaign. And if I remember too, this is Warner's weapon he uses in the campaign for the story mode. So the marksman, the Chimera sniper rifle, was first recovered by Spectre Team Corporal Marshall Webb in Kirkwall, Scotland, and modified for human use by Serpa Research and Development. It fires multiple ion bursts across great distances and has significantly higher rate of fire than any human sniper rifle today. Yeah, this is the weapon you see Warner use in the campaign for the story mode, and this is the weapon for the special ops in the cooperative campaign. The HVAP race. This is the weapon that Capelli uses in the story mode, and the soldier's main weapon in the cooperative campaign. So the HVAP high velocity armor piercing Wraith fires 1,200 rounds per minute and is the deadliest of all handheld weaponry. It also boasts the first successful infusion of human and chimera tech, deploying a force barrier capable of stopping any type of munition. For sure, for sure, you need the soldier, at least the soldier in the cooperative campaign to get by some of the missions and some of the levels. Oh, the Phoenix XR42 Phoenix. So for the XR42 Phoenix, if some of you that played Resistance Fall of Man, this is the weapon you see the some of the Chimera use for, like, what? It's kind of like the shock charge weapon that fires like a shock, shock wave or something like that. It looks just like this weapon, and it fires like a literally a burst of energy that just shocks Nathan Hale in the campaign. And it has a lot of color to it. But this is the weapon that the medic uses in the cooperative campaign. The XR42 Phoenix, recovered from a conversion center in Shanghai, China. The Phoenix is widely considered to be the most significant find in the Spectre arsenal. Its ability to regenerate human tissue on a cellular level has made it a mandatory apparatus across all Serpafield teams. Although technicians admit they know very little about how it works, the technicians know very little how it works. They just managed to find it. To my guess, the Chimera must have took the ones from Resistance Fall of Man and turned it into, I guess, the weapon that can be used to recover health for the Chimera, and then the Serpa team managed to find it. Yeah, because this is the weapon the medic uses. The medic uses in the cooperative campaign. Man, I love it. The frag grenade. The number 60 fragmentation grenade is a standard issue anti-personnel munition used by Sentinel teams. Primarily due to its lightweight and increased blast radius, a dual-bladed shell allows the grenade to bounce off hard surfaces without misfiring, thus making it one of the most dependable explosives in the U.S. military. I mean, once you use some cheat codes in the game, and you have a bunch of grenades, or you just keep throwing grenades, there's literally gonna be explosives everywhere, and the Chimera just are getting destroyed. It just the other grenades in the game are just really amazing though, because it's like completely unique from the regular frag grenade. The air fuel grenade. It does look like a mine, but it's a grenade. Let's see. The number 60 air fuel grenade has been issued for combating Chimera in tight spaces. Commonly found in urban conflicts, the grenade will adhere to almost any surface, biological or otherwise. Deploy a cloud of flammable vapor. Once released, the cloud is ignited, creating a massive explosion. The resulting heat and pressure wave will cause vast injuries to anything caught within the blast radius. With the reliance on external cooling systems, Chimera are especially susceptible. It literally clears the whole place out with fire. The hedgehog grenade. Oh man, some of the parts of the story mode, this grenade, this grenade I should have got a game over, but somehow I didn't. The hedgehog grenade is a Chimera anti-personnel munition. Thrown like an ordinary hand grenade, it springs upon landing and expands into a spiny cluster. At its kill height, the hedgehog fires spines in all directions with enough force to pin targets against nearby walls. The effect is especially deadly in confined quarters. It's literally the grenade that the Chimera use all the time, and like in a lot of the parts of the story mode, even the cooperative campaign. And also in competitive, in the competitive multiplayer, yeah, pretty much you see this grenade flying at you at any moment, and it's like literally spikes flying all over the screen. The spider. What's okay? The strange thing about it is that now that I think about it, hang on, yeah, I'll look at the spider first. The spider grenade. Each grenade contains an airtight vial of concentrated neurotoxin harvested from the salivary glands of the marauders. Once the substance hits oxygen, it catches fire and propagates at an alarming rate, causing severe tissue damage to anyone who comes in contact with it. The toxin's only drawback is its lifespan. Fire consumes it after short periods of time. So yeah, you can only imagine how they were able to even get how the person that was able to get the salivary glands from the marauder in the first place. And even if they were able to get it, it must have taken a long time to, or it took a while at least to even get this type of grenade. Because in the story mode, the marauder like literally like spits out these things constantly. Man, just like they really got creative with everything in this game. And the thing here is that I rarely saw the proximity mine, unless I'm pretty sure this is probably for like competitive multiplayer right here. The XR87 proximity mine. I'm going to guess this is probably for the competitive multiplayer because I played through the story mode so much that I'm like, unless it's for a one-time mission or like part of the mission or a certain difficulty you get this thing at, because I barely used it. This mil-spec incendiary device contains a tremor-sensitive mercury switch that picks up seismic activity within the fixed area. Even the lightest footstep is enough to set off the device, making it Serpa's most dangerous proximity explosive to date. Yeah, pretty sure this is for the multiplayer, competitive multiplayer, where it's nothing but like, what, 60 players in one lobby, so yeah, I can see somebody using this a lot. And here we go, we got the prologue. So, Special Research Projects Administration. Intel number 1. Oh, so there's references to the next game that I'm gonna be playing for the Resistance series. Because I'm hearing so the Maquis right here, that pretty much is like what uh I think it's French or this is a reference to Resistance Retribution, but yeah, that's pretty much the next game I'll be playing. I'm just looking at the intel. There's references to the next game in these intel documents. So in this document, this is during the time of Resistance Fall of Man. And the drop ships are being made right here and by the menials. And let's see, this is before, I guess. This is before Nathan Hale was in California, I guess, or like during the time of California. Pretty much, this is the point where the Chimera were making the battleships. I'm probably wrong here, though. Serpa Intelligence Memorandum? Oh, wow. So yeah, this document is just pretty much Major Blake. We pretty much explaining that he needs this. Yeah, pretty much Major Blake wants all the surviving subjects of Project Abraham because Private George Shepard was given the injection and turned into dataless, and pretty much this is explaining. Yeah, he's gonna terminate all of the remaining Project Abraham test subjects and the active Sentinels because they don't want the others to turn into dateless. And he's he's pretty much looking for Nathan Hale at this point. Let's see, because he's one of the few surviving soldiers of Project Abraham. Yeah, so much references to the first game and into the second game, and just through these intel documents, which is very nice. Chapter 1. Classified. So he was recruited into the Sentinel program and is responded very well to the stage 4 inhibitor, but psychological profile suggests severe emotional instability. So it says somewhat of a chemical imbalance, but he refuses to see any to behavioral analysis. Let's see. He's one of the guys for Project Abraham. And then he, wow, he survived 6 weeks in the conversion center. No, and yeah, of course he was gonna. It says insubordination under fire resulted in heavy casualties and loss of service substation Kappa. Demoted from sergeant to corporal November 10th, 1952, then sentenced to 3 months inactive status. Oh, then this is when he was sent to Echo Team. Oh, and this conduct struck senior officer Lieutenant Brown during training exercise. Suspended for 2 weeks. So yeah, Capelli's had a history with attacking, I guess, officers that are pretty much military generals that are above him. So you saw what happened when he attacked Nathan Hale, and well, yeah, just attacked. Oh, so he attacked 3 physicians during a routine checkup at service station. Okay, so yeah, Capelli's had a history of attacking people that been trying to during these routine checkups for some reason, which I'm not surprised, but also at the same time, yeah, when he did that with Nathan Hale, Nathan almost almost broke his neck with one hand. So somewhat, I guess you could say he has somewhat of a form of yeah, like history of trying to be in charge, but also emotionally unstable. And he tries to, when he sees someone else above him, his emotions make him become more hot-headed, I guess you could say, or like angry, to where he wants to attack them, I guess you could say. And it didn't go well when he was with Echo Team. I love these intel documents though. They really add to the story. Oh, and here we go. Yep. The man, the myth, the legend, the American legend, Nathan Hale. And his name, Nathan Hale. Nathan, 6'2", date of birth 23rd November 22. The rank of lieutenant, 84342. Oh, 849342. Unit Echo Teams, and his supervising physician Malakoff Foydor Frodo. Serpa test case is 8044091A. Official status course KIA in July 14, 1951. So yeah, almost every survivor of Project Abraham has like been in different areas of different parts of the world, and they've been surviving either in conversion centers or they literally been traveling to different areas to destroy the Chimera. Subject has responded favorably to stage 7 inhibitor. So the cellular receptors are beginning to combat serum effectiveness at an alarming rate, and responsiveness to inhibitor treatment may reach 0 without immediate medical attention. Recommend removal from active duty and transportation to SERPA NT for further analysis. So even with the inhibitors, his body was resisting almost everything from the infection to the inhibitors itself. The survivor of Project Abraham released to United States Army Rangers for clandestine observation December 25th, 1950. Life trial determined to be successful. Assigned to Sentinel Team Echo August 1st, 1951, under the leadership of Lieutenant Tank. Leviat KIA aided in Operation October 8, 1952, planned and executed Operation Frozen Fortress in November 11, 1952. Promoted to Lieutenant January 5th, 1952. Awarded Silver Star for successful retrieval of 8 civilians stranded inside Great Territory, formerly known as Wisconsin. April 11, 1952. Citations, oh wow. December 1st, 1950, fraternization with SERPA medical practitioner Aklinka Casey, first warning. December 12, 1950, fraternization with SERPA medical practitioner Aklinka Casey, second warning. Oh, so Nathan Hale really... Well, Nathan Hale actually, even when he was at war, he still needed he needed to make love to a woman at one point, and I guess he found that woman. I'm going to guess. So this is before. So this is before the Fall of Man. So, wow. Yeah, Nathan Hale is a ladies' man, I guess you could say. Yeah, because I think this is before the Fall of Man. I mean, why not? I mean, at this point, when Nathan Hale's going up against the Chimera, I mean, yep. One thing to, yeah, literally what. I'm not gonna be surprised Nathan Hale was making love to one of the medical practitioners. And looking at her name, yeah, she must have been really attractive woman. Okay, intel number 5. There we go. It's Hawthorne. Stage 4 inhibitors prove unsuccessful, most likely due to accelerated viral mutation during life trials. Orders to terminate subject disallowed by senior physician. I think it was Malikov. Not Fort George. Or Hopper George. My bad. Stage 5 inhibitor treatment authorized September 27, 1952. Stage 5 inhibitor. My bad. All subsequent checkups since this time have yielded positive results. Survivor Project Abraham, released to the United States Army for Kallenstein, observation 29th, December 29th, 1950. Life trial determined to be successful. Signed to Team Echo, October 1st, 1952, under leadership of Lieutenant Hank. Awarded Serba Gold Cross for exemplary service during Operation Heron, November 2nd, 1952. Oh, he has no citations. Let's see, we got Intel 6. Oh, so this Intel document is the IPAC. Pretty much the it kind of looks like a mask they use to cover their face when like too much smoke or chemicals are in there. But it's an inhibitor. It's a short-term inhibitor for the Sentinels to use on the go, I guess. Yeah, so it is like a gas mask, but it's pretty much to suppress the Chimera virus. That's actually amazing. Intel 7. Oh wow. It's Colonel Colonel Rachel Parker from Resistance Fall of Man. Man, she was they really made her attractive in that game. So the Cloven were cooperating with the Chimera, so they can. I guess the Chimera knew they were infected, so even the Cloven were talking to the Chimera. That's amazing. This is the thing to note here is that in this intel, let's see. So at this point, there was already 2 battleships already made, but they had at least 80 under construction. So yeah, they're really, like I said, when they have like thousands of menials working constantly, then you know those ships are going to be made in like what, a few months, just a few months pretty much. And also she yeah, the last paragraph right here, it's like she's pointing out the I could tell that Rachel Parker was kind of in love with Nathan Hale at this point, or at this point right here, pretty much, and even in the story mode for Resistance Fallen Man, she had like kind of a yeah, you could somewhat tell she was attracted to him. Cause she wanted to make sure this note only got to Nathan Hale. So whatever's in that like letter, either like she's either expressing her love for Nathan Hale, or like a combination of thanking him and also wanting to express herself about him. It really adds to the story. Intel 8. It's Warner. The rank of sergeant. Subject responded favorably to stage 2 inhibitor, however has since volunteered for clinical testing of stronger stages. All at the time of this report, subject has taken both stage 3 and 4 inhibitors, the latter which resulted in cardiac arrest due to improper antigen incubation. Subject is to be released from clinical pending full body workup, psychological profile, recommend immediate return to stage 2 inhibitor. Survivor Project Abraham released the United States Army for clandestine observation January 1st, 1951. Life trial determined to be successful. Assigned to Sentinel Team Echo August 14, 1951, under the leadership of Lieutenant Hank. Awarded Bronze Star for his part in Operation Iron Hand, the rescue mission deep within Gray Zone, formerly known as Georgia, July 25th, 1952. Aided in that operation on October 8th, 1952. Aided in Operation Frozen Fortress, November 11, 1952. Same operation, Nathan Hale. So yeah, these Nathan Hale Warner were, they already had history of like cleaning out places with the Chimera. Citations broke Serbo codes of zero correspondence, attempted to make contact with wife Laura and son Jacob. First warning. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is when. Because Serpa, pretty much the Serpa team is not to contact anybody because, well, they're infected. So any sign of like when Nathan Hale, when Nathan Hale was making love to his medical practitioner, Casey Linka or whatever. Now we got from Nathan Hale doing that to now you got Warner just trying to make contact with his family. And he broke his server code of zero correspondence again. A man attempted to make contact with wife Laura and son Jacob. Second warning. Let's see, absence with March 22nd, 1952. UCMJ 86. Absence without leave. Left Serpa 3 facility and attempted to reach family in Twin Falls, Idaho. X-ray squad successfully retrieved Sergeant Warner prior to contact. Received 30 days in Stockey. Yeah, this man really cares about his family. I mean, during these times with the Chimera, it keeps him going. I mean, at any moment, all these guys, every Echo team, everybody on the Echo team squad is gonna be different. Okay, chapter 2, Intel 9. Columbus welcomes Liberty Defense Tower. And so the Liberty Defense Tower did work, but the Chimera managed to get around it by. The Chimera managed to get around all this by destroying. Well, pretty much they already took out the ground, the soldiers on the ground, and then they managed to shut down the tower to allow the battleships to fly over it. But then Echo Team pretty much activated the towers and took out the battleships. It did work, but the Chimera managed to find a way to get the spinners into the area. Intel number 10. Be advised, or expire carrying Spire eggs. Enemy already spread throughout town. Casualties 1,100, 0 opportunity for recovery. Will attempt collection of eggs for analysis. Require biovac on standby. Oh yeah, the spires really spread quickly throughout the area. Intel number 11. There's a lot to read. People somehow people know about Project Abraham and Daedalus. Intel 12. Oh, it's a telegram. Okay, you can barely read the words right now. Oh, the North Tower got hit by a ground assault. Pretty much before the this is pretty much before Echo Team got to, I guess, Twin Falls. Intel 13. Oh yeah, this is in cursive writing. Yeah, you can barely read that, right? Okay, yeah, this letter probably stands out. One of the letters that stands out the most in the entire in for the entire story so far about it. Let's see, his name is Ben. I've been lying here for almost 3 hours, remembering the last time we were together. It was outside Dan's diner during the first thunderstorm of the season. You stood in the rain, crying, and you asked me an important question. The question of why would a man join a cause with no hope for victory? Why would a man abandon his family for a hopeless endeavor? Why would a man give his body to madmen who use science to play God? I remember how empty I felt not to have given you the answer you deserved, and the truth is, sweetheart, is very simple. It's because I must. I'm not foolish enough to believe I will survive this war. However, I can choose how I die. And I know that for every one of them I kill, there's one less out there that can hurt you and Jacob. Know that wherever I am, for however long I have, I am out here to protect you. I love you always and forever. Hoping this letter finds you safe. Eternally yours, Ben. This one sums up of why, like, how this letter literally can give you the picture of every member on the Echo team, I guess you could say. It's because they must fight. They must resist for America. Intel number 14. Station Genesis Floyd Malakoff. Or Floydor Malakoff. Top secret. I'll just call him Frodo Malakoff. Because I'm trying my best to say his name. Oh, it's it's Private Jordan Shepard. So they were, so in this intel document that's Private Jordan Shepard being switched to Iceland. Yeah, Station Igloo in Iceland, where you meet him for the first time. And Malikov is just explaining that. So he's Jordan Shepard slowly transforming into Daedalus, and he could speak to people up to 800 feet that were other people that were infected. He knows the origins of the towers, but he didn't explain it to Malikov at all because you know, he was turning into Daedalus, and pretty much didn't want to explain anything to Malikov at all about it. But at least we somewhat know where the virus like originated from. It pretty much says it's from a meteoroid. It got traced back to Tungska. It's because Daedalus at this point knew more than Malikov about everything about the Chimera, but he didn't want to explain it to him at all. And it makes it more of a mystery that the strain of the virus is able to attack the human genome, or like it formed very well to attack the human DNA, I guess you could say. And that's when Daedalus just didn't want to explain anything at all. Intel number 15. This is for chapter 4. I think this is in Station Genesis, but I'm probably wrong here. Okay, so this intel is explaining that he was comparing the two, Jordan Shepard and Nathan Hale, about how they were transforming after being injected with the pure Chimera DNA. Jordan Shepard was transforming at a fast rate, whereas Nathan Hale was kind of like resisting it more than he was, but also, yeah, it's like pretty much the DNA is recombining with the human genes. Yeah, because like the difference between the two is that Jordan Shepard was transforming at a fast rate, whereas Nathan Hale wasn't really was resisting it more than Jordan Shepard. And kind of he's saying it kind of remains dormant, but it could also be reinvigorated if the person is exposed to a different strain of the Chimera virus. Yeah, they really add a lot to these to the story. It's classified. Jordan or Shepard Jordan Adam. Let's see, there it is. Rank private. 251756. 5'9". Date of birth January 9th, 28. Unit NA. Supervising physician Malikov Frodor. Serpa test case restricted. KIA December 8th, 1950. Participation in Project Abraham terminated due to manifestation of omitted or remanded to omitted for treatment and further study. Contact with subject prohibited without G level clearance or above. So the subject was inoculated with omitted retrieved from surface station Genesis, BC, Utah. Immediate genetic recombination resulted, altering the subject's physical and mental state beyond projected figures. All attempts to hinder progress of the virus via inhibitors are proven ineffective, suggesting the subject was immunocompromised at the time of initial treatment. Subject claims to have experienced oral and visual hallucinations and has since displayed violent behavior towards patients and staff. He demands wife Hannah be brought to the facility and becomes enraged when request is denied. He may be communicating with omitted, but this has not yet been proven. I mean, if at this point, once he starts seeing the hallucinations, he probably his wife Hannah wasn't infected, but he could somehow still communicate with her with other infected people, I guess. July 8, 1951. The bodies of 11 Serpent employees have been discovered outside the subject's cell. A report filed by attending physician Ortiz Martin claims all 11 died from severe head trauma. The position of the corpses would indicate that the injuries were self-inflicted, but some speculate Shepard is responsible. All attempts to question him have been unsuccessful. July 10, 1951. Subject transferred to surface station Igloo for Project Daedalus. So they didn't give him his request to see his wife, since that might have been the only thing connecting them to be, or the only thing making him human when he was slowly turned into the pure chimera. And then once they denied him that, he started just going on a rampage. 11 Serpo employees outside of his cell. Yeah, because they denied him from seeing his wife. Man, maybe it would have been a bit different if they let him see his wife, but again, they really it's like really like amazing how much they put into the story mode. Intel 17. Chapter 5. Date, February 12th, 1953. Okay, this is a backstory, or it's like explaining about Capelli's, like, I guess, instability. He's emotionally unstable, I guess you could say. At approximately 0900, security officers were called in to respond to the Code Yellow incident involving doctors Oscar Villamenars, Frederick Jean, Percy Quebec, and Med Clinic 004. According to Sergeant Benjamin Warner, the attending physician discovered Capelli in a torpid state from bleeding from apparently self-inflicted wounds. When Dr. Villamazar attempted to administer first aid, Capelli became instantly alert and enraged, throwing him through a plate glass window. Sergeant Warner eventually subdued Corporal Capelli and was unable to sedate him. Until security officers arrived, Capelli was immediately transferred to the G-level holding zone. Resulting injuries included the following: Villamizar, severe lacerations to hands, forearms, and face, broken collarbone, broken knee, separated shoulder. Jean, fractured clavicle. Fractured clavicle? Broken nose, broken humerus, broken ulina. I probably said that wrong. Quebec, crushed jaw, broken humerus, torn rotator cuff, multiple bruises on head and torso. Immediate psychological profile. Status read until further notice. So yeah, Capelli is strong, but yeah, he's he gets enraged real quick, and depending on who he's teamed up with, and yeah, it's either the team is gonna fall apart, or he's gonna get he's gonna pretty much encounter a guy like Nathan Hale and just wind up coming close to death because a guy like Nathan Hale probably would have killed him if it wasn't for like trying to stop the Chimera. Chapter 6, Intel 18. ERPA Intelligence Report. Oh, this is the great tech. It's the piece of equipment that we look for entirely throughout the cooperative campaign. Now we're on chapter 7, Intel 19. It's the diary? Oh, personal journal of Rodor Malikov. I can just hear the croak spring frogs above the dull hum of the Chimeran fleet passing overhead. The Chimera mere hours away from completing the mission they began nearly half a century ago. Their towers now wrap our planet in a web. Their energies courses across continents, across oceans, across dead towns, and pillaged wasteland of cities. The energy flows toward one point, one inevitable goal, one final Chimeran victory that will settle a score now millions of years old. It is my deepest regret that I have failed in each and all of my endeavors to bring some measure of salvation for mankind. All my efforts have finally proven to be worse than futile. I have violated the one sacred code all doctors swear to obey. Do no harm. I have given the world the Cloven. I have given the world Daedalus. I have given the Chimera the very tools they needed for victory. It is almost dawn as I write this. In a few hours I will wake him, and with him will lie my fate as well. Whether I'll be the monster who brought about the fall of man, or the saint who gave humanity the seed of deliverance. All that now lies with Nathan Hale. In my tent there is a small hand-painted wooden box my mother gave me when I was a child. In that box are 4 vials of morphine. It will be enough. I will not wait to be judged. May you all one day forgive me. I mean, at this point, somewhere deep in his mind, Malikov is... He's still resisting, but I can tell you that, yeah, just hearing him say that he's already given the world the Cloven, Daedalus, and other tools for the Chimera to have their victory. it just tells you enough that like he's the thought of the the thought of like of anybody like Nathan Hale being the one to resist the Chimera and do whatever it can to save mankind is something they'll take the chance with at any moment for America. And now intel number 20. Serpa Intelligence Memorandum. So from Major Richard Blake. I believe I know the reason for the Chimera fleet's recent change of course toward the Yucatan Peninsula. It is my theory that the tower is the fleet in the I'm probably saying that wrong. Chicxulub crater are all related to Daedalus' plan. As you know, I have theorized that there was another race at war with the Chimera millions of years ago. It is my belief that this crater is the last visible remnant of an event that ended the ancient war. Whatever was destroyed in that crater was the crucible of the Chimeran power on this planet, the focal point of a planet-wide network of towers. The Chimera fleet has converged on that crater for a reason. I believe they are nearing the completion of a goal more devastating than what we have imagined. What we have imagined possible. But with their ships scattered so close together, they are also more vulnerable than they realize. Before Super 4 was destroyed, they had completed a prototype. Before Server 4 was destroyed, they had completed a prototype fission bomb using materials recovered by Spectre team. If you can retrieve that bomb and detonate it within 500 feet of the core reactor on Daedalus's ship, the chain reaction may be enough to eliminate the entire fleet. I know we have our differences in the past, Major, but I implore you to trust me on this. I believe this is our one and only chance at victory. Sincerely, Dr. Frodo Malikov. Frodo Malikov. The final intel before they detonate the fission bomb on the ship. And that is all the intel. They really took time to put details into the intel. Man, I love it. Just so much added to the story, from not just where is it? Not just the characters, but also like the Chimera, these like real-time events, like the whole entire world getting destroyed by the Chimera itself, and like having to connect with other parts of the story mode that's happening, to like other characters in, say, Fall of Man here and there, like differences in each character, how the story's aligning itself, how the Chimera are like going from other parts of the planet and just creating battleships and also using whatever to take over the planet, and what every human is doing to keep himself staying human and getting through this and resisting everything that the Chimera throwing at them, from like Capelli being emotionally angry, but also it's somewhat helping him to fight Chimera constantly too. Hawthorne is a specialist in engineering and bombing and stuff, so he enjoys like fighting and also using technology like that. Warner with his wife and his son, keeping him staying human, but also reminding him that he must fight to keep his family, alive. And then you got Nathan Hale resisting the Chimeras, like viruses and everything else being thrown at him, and doing it for America and also to save mankind. And also at one point probably getting with an attractive woman to remind him that he's also a human being as well. Because I have no doubt if somehow Parker found Nathan Hale and after the Chimera exploded, after the Chimera the Chimera Tower was destroyed in Resistance Fall of Man, I have no doubt if Parker from Fall of Man found Nathan Hale after the explosion, they would have made love that night for sure. Or she would have found a way to cure him and then make love to him, or at that point, I guess you could say. But he was infected anyway, so at least all I can say is at least Nathan Hale got to remember what it is to be human before he went to war. So yeah, there's so much added to the story and so much like put into the story, into the gameplay, that it all combines perfectly into one first-person shooter that is just nothing but fun. Hazel VTuber, how you doing today? So far, so good. Just going about reading the intel for the Resistance 2 campaign. Just finished playing the cooperative campaign on Superhuman, and that was brutal, but nothing but fun. How are you doing? Yeah, just I'm pretty much about to get back into playing the game, and then just probably gonna probably see how, just remember playing the game right now in the certain mission. I have to see where we're doing. So let's see. I think that should be it for all the intel. I already read the last one. In order for you to read the intel, you have to go into the story mode, and then it gives you the option to read every intel. Yeah, but just enjoying the Resistance 2 for the PlayStation 3. Yeah, but Hazel VTuber, yeah, I'm doing good today. Just enjoying a game for the PlayStation 3 that was released like what, in like 2007 or 2008. Maybe I should, my bad, maybe I should type it. Let's see. It's going good. Going good, just having fun. It's going good, just having fun with Resistance 2. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that went through. I'm pretty sure that went through the stream. But I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for stopping. Thank you for walking by. And enjoyed this 3. Thank you for stopping by. Alright. So, you know, I'm just gonna enjoy a few more moments throughout the game of the Resistance series, so I'm just gonna play randomly, I guess you could say. And of course on Superhuman. Hell yeah. Got him.
I see him.
So Hazel VTuber, you stream more games, and well, I'm kind of like doing the Resistance series, but
This is Apollo 9 Alpha now at checkpoint 303 Tango. 913 Foxtrot,
Damn.
descending to 50 feet. We are ready to deploy. Over. Let's give them hell, boys.
oh, there it is. Yeah. So Hazel VTuber, right now I'm playing the Resistance series, and at this point I'm kind of going through the games in order that I played them in. So the next one after this is Resistance Retribution. But I do play. I would like to play games randomly, but it's kind of like like I said, once I start playing on console, then I switch off the PC. I kind of have to switch the settings on each of the games to get the audio and like I guess the graphics on point. So It takes time, but either way, like it seems new to streaming. Yes, well, I guess you could say maybe. I'm not sure. Do you have any games to recommend, Hazel VTuber? Yeah, great thing take time. So, Hazel VTuber, what games do you recommend? Oh, damn. Oh, Hazel VTuber, thank you for the follow. It should have, probably, let's see, it should have shown on the screen, didn't it? But thank you for the follow, Hazel VTuber. And I will follow you back. Just give it a moment. I think just give it a moment. Go ahead and share it. Just really focus on the screen because I think more guys or chimeras show up right now. By the way, yeah, Hazel VTuber, go right ahead and share what you need to save. Let's see. Yeah, I would like to see it. Just see where we at. Okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah, it would be nice to see it. Just how would, so what is it, like an image or like a? Sure, I can. It's good that I can show you my work. Yeah, just give it. Yeah, I may need to see. See, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, just give it a moment. I'm just getting looking for the Discord right now. Yeah, my bad, Hazel VTuber. It's because, yeah, I'm just, I forgot to log into my Discord right now, so. Yeah, you can drop your Discord and then I'll probably send mine over. Discord is Hazel VTuber, just same as here. No. Let's see. Okay, I got the Discord and chat. Yep, there it is. Okay, just same as here. All right.
We still have units on the ground. We've got no way of extracting them, sir. Sounds like a massacre out there. Everyone stand fast. The mission is daedalus. Echo team, do you have visual on the target? Negative. Target is not on site. No sign of daedalus. Understood. You are go into the tower. Take the south wing lift down to base level. You should have a straight shot into the tower. Be safe, Echo. I'm gonna need a minute to recall the lift. Spread out and cover those breach points. In position.
Oh, here we go.
I'll seal the doors. Target down. Hostile down.
Did it work? I'm not. See, how long was I a member for? Stream mode enabled. Okay. Yeah, my bad. I was logged out of Discord. That's why. Alright, there we go.
Sorry, sir. There's nothing we can do. Air support has been recalled.
Look through my eyes, Nathan. This is the only future mankind will see.
Echo team, pull back to the safe zone. We're scrubbing the mission. Lieutenant, there's no way we're leaving without data. Yeah, for once I agree. Echo team, acknowledge.
Negative, Command. We're continuing the mission.
There are stalkers everywhere and Titans too. Look at this.
We're down. I repeat, we are down. Half my unit is KIA and we are being engaged. Over. That is a no-go for extraction, Foxtrot. Recommend you find cover so an SNR can approach.
Yeah, they're getting destroyed. Man, that's insane. I'll take that. Whoops. I'll take that. Hell yeah. Did I miss one? Okay, I think they're stuck.
On your side!
Alright, I'm gonna be ending the stream right here. Thank you for watching, and also Hazel VTuber, I'll follow you on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. I got your Discord, so yes, we'll be seeing about the, let's see. Yeah, I got your Discord and we're good to go. And I'll follow you after ending the stream. Alright. Live life well.